All right. Welcome. My name is Algo, and today is Saturday, June 12th, 2021, and thanks for joining me for another weekend watchlist building session. I'm going to be going through the smart money, dark pool, and block trade algorithm software provided by FlowTrade to try to find stocks and options this week that have a greater than expected chance of making a move. I'm going to be using some tools from FlowTrade. I'm also going to be using TrendSpider, and I may even throw up some Thinkorswim charts. As always, if you have any requests, follow me on Twitter at DarkpoolAlgo, or hit me up in the comments section below. Before I get started, though, I want you to make sure that you do that thing that I like, that thing of hitting the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and we'll let you know when we get new and updated stock market content. Sound good? All right. All right, welcome back, everyone. If you didn't notice, I moved that annoyingly bright green light that was behind me. Sorry about that. I didn't even notice it. All right, so my eyes are still a little funky from it. All right, the first thing I want to do is we went through the scan this morning, and we were able to identify stocks that are at either the bottom or the top of the Keltner channels. I don't know what's going on with the software right now, but hopefully it doesn't wonky out on me. All right, there it goes. So this is a list of all of the stocks that came up from our proprietary scanner. From that, I went ahead and built a watch list of, I think, 9 or 10. A couple of these names that you'll recognize from last week or the week before. I told you I was early on a couple of them. They did finally show up. So once this finishes spinning and loading up, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. In alphabetical order, AMC, BK, COF, DD, EXPE, HON, KSU, LEN, NEM, PDD, and PHM. Now, with those, I'm going to select a handful, and we're going to go ahead and use those for the weekend watch list, okay? If you haven't already subscribed to our free newsletter, visit darkpoolcharts.com, okay? While you're there, you can get a free trial of FlowTrade. There's links all over the place for it. You'll get a 7-day free trial, and you can learn a ton. Also, subscribe to the newsletter. It's free. It's free. We'll send it out every week. We usually do a video and a deeper dive than we see typically here. It's deeper than we post on Twitter. It's deeper than I do in these little videos. It goes into a little bit more of specific levels for support, resistance, entries, exits, those type of things. We've been calling out bangers lately. We called out Ultra last week, and it was up like 20% or something crazy like that. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with. I'm just gonna go through these really quickly. Looking at my charts, this is the 4-chart layout. Real quick overview. I don't want to make this video super long. White is price action. Purple is the regular algorithm. Blue horizontal lines are dark pool trades. Red horizontal lines are regular block trades. Okay. Looking at some of these, KSU looks pretty interesting. EXPE looks pretty interesting. BK looks pretty good. I'm not only looking for divergence, I'm also looking for the amount that it could possibly move. This short list has been filtered through to stocks that have weekly options. I like having stocks that have weekly options, right? So Honeywell looks pretty good. KSU looks pretty good. LEN, I'll go with that one. EXPE. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through these in order so that I can put markers on this video, so you'll be able to jump from chapter to chapter, okay? BK, looking at it on the 15-minute chart, we've got a couple block trades that are coming in and affecting us over the last 30 days. We've got nice, strong bullish divergence on the algorithm that can be seen here. I'm going to try to mark these charts up pretty quickly. We can see we've got nice, strong bullish divergence that occurred back here on the 8th or the 7th. Since the algo is currently curled up, it's been trading with price action. We do have this. We have a regular block trade coming here that's providing support. We've got one above it that's going to be resistance. We've got a dark pull trade that's coming in that may also affect the movement of the stock. Okay, this is that uptrend support I was talking about. It's pretty. So it looks like we sold off, found support, broke through resistance, currently consolidating at the 50-30 level, right? That is BK. Moving on over to COF, which is COF. I'm not exactly sure whether maybe coffee. Not exactly sure what stock this is, but we got a couple block trades, regular block trades up here. There's a little cluster, one at 165, right? And then one at 167. We do have that strong bullish divergence that we like to see coming in here. It looks like it began back on the 7th. As you can see at this level here. The algo is currently curled and pointed up. Price action's got nice strong uptrend support. Looks like we're running into some previous resistance there. Moving down to the lower left corner, we've got DD. I'm not sure what DD is. Is it Dungeons and Dragons or is it, I don't know, something else? There is a slight bullish divergence. This looks pretty significant. However, right, we've got this little double bottom. Looks like it's coming down. Possible Wu-Tang reversal, right? But looks like divergence started here. We've got some divergence here, additional divergence here. So we're currently playing within this latest divergence. The algo is slightly curled. There's a little bit of room to move up. I like the double bottom that's occurred. Moving over here to EXPE, Expedia. Right, we've got, all right, what do we got here? 1 second. All right, EXPE, we've got, where's it at here? All right, so it looks like price action's trading with the algorithm a little bit. We're slightly curled up. We do have some nice uptrend support that you can see here. We did come down and fill that gap. Currently running into resistance at this block trade level. Right here at 173.13, a break above that, and we can continue possibly upwards. Most of this previous divergence has played out, so the divergence that began back here has been played out. So that's EXPE. Moving on to HON, KSU, LEN, NEM. NEM. All right. HON, I think that's Honeywell. We do have some divergence. Also, that divergence occurred right at a regular block trade level, coming in right here at 230.71. Since then, price action's been kind of, or the algo's kind of been consolidating. We do have a nice curling up and divergence. Right, this is curled up. It's got a little bit of uptrend support. Potentially may come back down. Looks like this gap, so it looks like it filled this gap right here. So it came down, filled the gap, hit some support, bounced up, ran into some resistance, coming back down for possibly the next move up. That's HON. KSU, I'm not sure what KSU is. When I see KSU, I think of Kentucky State or Kansas State University, right? The Jayhawks. I don't really watch basketball. All right, so a little bit of net buying. We've got some divergence that occurred here. Oh, I didn't get the thing. All right, divergence occurred here. The algo is pointed upwards. I don't like that this downtrend. Oh, wrong one. I just grabbed the right tool. I don't like that this downtrend has not been broken. This is more of an H-shaped, right? Right. So we bottomed there and we broke through it. So this is an H shape. Typically H shape is not the W. It's not a reversal, but it's more of a bearish pattern. So I'm not super keen on KSU. LEN, Lennar Home Builders. I've seen a couple of those come up this week on the scanner. I wonder if there's going to be a rotation back into home building. Who knows? We'll see. So anyway, strong upward direction on our algo. Divergence occurred here. All of this divergence is played out. Currently, this last little bit of divergence is still in effect. So we've got uptrend support, right? We've got the algo slightly curl down. Give me 1 second. With the algo curl down a little bit, I'd like to see it curl back around before it takes this next move up. NEM, we went over this earlier in the week. I think we called it out. I think we were early. We called it out the beginning of the week. However, that bullish divergence has continued on, which we like to see. Right, we've got, here's the divergence. The algo's curled up. We like to see that. Right, we have this divergence here. We've got a little gap coming in that we got to fill right here. Right, this is that gap that needs to be filled. Oh, wrong tool again. There we go. There's that gap that needs to be filled. So triple bottom, right? 1, 2, 3. Trend looks like a falling wedge almost. Yeah, we'll check it out on price action when we get pull up the charts. All right, that was NEM. Last ones we got PDD and PHM, and then AMC. We're gonna look at AMC because I put a request out to learn more about this movement. All right. So when we get a bunch of dark pool trades and regular block trades that come in, these are all back from the 26th. I'm going to go ahead and bring these down just to the last, maybe 14 days. All right, 16. Days. All right, so the last 14 days, we do have bullish divergence that just began back on the 9th. We like to see that. All right, that's where the algo is going up. Oh, the algo goes up. Price action diverges. It happened to occur right at a block trade level, which is this level here. So it occurred at a dark pool level. We've got. This is an interesting step down. Pinduoduo. I believe that's an Asian ADR. I'm gonna have to look into this one a little bit more carefully, just with what's going on with China right now. We do have a regular block trade level there. We've got 2 more coming in here, right at this generalized level. This is an interesting step down pattern. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I'd really feel more comfortable getting above. Well, there's room from 121 to 127. So this one jumps. All right. PHM. The algo's kind of trading with price action, right? The algo is bullish. Price action's just kind of choppy. This is, super chop back and forth, right? We got a little bit of divergence occurred here. It played out here. I do like that it's got this little higher highs. That's a pretty steep wedge, right? We'll give it a shot and check it out. So AMC. To look at this is. All right, I'm gonna pop this one out just so that I can spend a little bit of extra time on it, right? All right, so AMC from an algorithm perspective. As soon as it loads. As soon as it loads. Okay. In the last 30 days, there's been a ton of block trades that have come in. All right, that's the 1 minute. Let's just throw this up on the 15-minute chart. I'm going to drop the block trades. Look at all of those massive regular and dark pool levels all coming in over the last 30 days. I'm going to drop this down just to the last 5 days, and I'm going to clear out my drawing tools and chart this out with us. All right. So price action's trading with the algorithm, as you can see. The algo's got a very, very wide range. All right, it's in this massive channel. right? So do we call that a down, falling wedge, right? Or is it just a downward channel? It's about to break above the upper band of that channel, right? We've got uptrend support, right? We've got this little, let's see if I can get to it. Right. This little falling wedge that we broke out of on Friday. Okay. We've got a ton of block trades, and this is how price action interacts with the block trades. Remember, this is just, what is it, the last 10 days or something? I'm going to use, so we've got, it's not going to let me mark it up. Maybe? All right. I'll have to do it from about here. So we got a block trade level there. We got double block trade level here. So this is obviously, we broke support, came back through resistance, broke through it. And now each one of these steps up on the way, there's going to be some interaction with price, right? So it's not like there's a clean break and run, but there's definitely going to be some interactions at these levels. We do have some dark pool levels, which is interesting. And I'm going to bring up another chart that is going to really kind of sink this home. So those are our two block trade or dark pool levels right there, right? So basically chopping back and forth in between these levels. A clean break at this $60 level, and we've got fresh air, blue skies to move up. This is a consolidation pattern. We currently broke above the previous dark pool level that came in at right at the close on the 11th for 48.96, right? We broke above that, so we can potentially look to continue a move upwards. Now compare this to the other big name in short squeezes over the last 10-30 days, and there's only, right, let's see, let me clear out. So there's a couple of dark pools that have come in off of GameStop on the 10th. I went over this last week, and there was no block trades that had come in at all. But there's a dark pool level there, and then there's also a regular block trade level here. So the significance is this: block trades, large dark pool and block trades are large institutions, hedge funds, millions, well, let's just do this, several $100,000 worth of institutional interactions, right? Retail investing isn't going to have enough money at one time from one source to, in my opinion, to create a level that would be shown up, right? So while there's thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people potentially buying hundreds of shares at a time, it's not going to be enough to trigger a block trade or a dark pool level, specifically a dark pool. Retail investors don't have access to that. So with AMC, we can see that large institutions are still interacting with this stock at this level, right? So I find it super interesting in that this isn't just a retail investment game. This is institutions are in here doing stuff. They're either shorting or they're naked shorting, right? Or they're just trying to cover. Anyway, that was AMC. I thought it would be interesting to kind of pop that one out and give it a little bit more of a detailed look. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna throw up some charts here in a minute, and then we will look at those from a technical analysis standpoint. Stay tuned.